Welcome, all you beautiful people, to your Lionsgate portal reading for 8/8 of 2022. The Lionsgate is all about when the sun is in Leo, and it lines up with the star Sirius, with the Orion's belt, and the Earth, which brings in amazing manifesting energy. All of those eights, the eighth house of the zodiac is actually the house of Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto in Aries. So you've got all this power, fiery power that comes in, transformational energy and passion that comes in and is available for this portal for this time. I've also brought out the Strength card, which is the number 8 in the major arcana in the tarot. And you can see here, of course, there's a lion on there. And this is about the relationship between our lower self and our higher self, and bringing in this beautiful bridge between the realms. The number 8s and all of the minor arcana represent going to another level. You know, the 8 of fire or the 8 of wands is about energy coming in, messages coming in from spirit. You got the 8 of earth or the 8 of pentacles, which is about stepping up into a new place in the world, whether it's moving from like kind of a apprentice into a master level. And then you have the 8 of air, which would be the 8 of swords, which brings an awareness around our thoughts and our beliefs, those things that have been restricting us within our minds, allowing us to move to a next level. And then, of course, the 8 of water, the 8 of cups, is about leaving behind the emotions that are no longer serving us. So there is this beautiful energy coming in for this portal. And we're going to look into each zodiac sign. And we're going to look in to see, what did you learn over this last year from the last portal opening on August 8th of 2021. And then secondly, we're going to look at what you're leaving behind, what you're surrendering. And then number 3, what's the next step that you're going to head off on? What journey are you going to be looking at for this next year? So we're going to jump into each of the individual zodiac signs, and I'm going to jump into your reading right now. And before we jump into your reading, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that I'm going to be having a drawing once I reach 1,000 or more subscribers on my YouTube channel. I will be having a drawing for 10 1-hour personal readings for 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering doing so. And if you do, make sure to click on the little alarm button to be notified and select the all option, so that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will put out a special video letting you know how you can enter that drawing. So I really appreciate all of you watching, and we'll get into your reading now. All right, Geminis, this is your Lionsgate portal reading, and we're going to start off here by pulling a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and to see what you've learned, gleaned over the last year since August 8th of 2021. Just one more time here. All right. So for our Geminis, what would you like them to know about what they learned over this last year since August 8th of 2021? What do you want them to know about what they learned? Okay, that's the one right there. And you have the Round and Round. Look at that beautiful card. Beautiful colors and the spiral that went in there. And I love that. Before I read from the book here, I really feel like life is like a spiral staircase. We sometimes think it's like this linear thing, but it's actually more of a staircase that we sometimes feel like we experience the same thing over and over and over again. And we do, in a way, because it's like looking at a window here, but you go up another floor and you look at a window, you see it from a different perspective because you're not in the same place you were a year ago. But you realize that you have had these repetitive things that have happened into your life, but you have really learned that lesson over this last year, that you're like, wow, but even though I go through some of the same scenarios or situations or emotions, I handle them completely different. I see them differently because I am different. So I love that. And this is about the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, and revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Okay, just like we were talking about. And the Oracle's message here says the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So perfect. So exactly as we were talking about here, you did learn this amazing awareness over this last year, and that has opened that up for you. We're also going to look at what you're ready to surrender, what you're ready to leave behind as you head off into this next portal over this next year. These are the Power of Surrender cards. I do list all the cards that I use in a reading in the description box below if you're ever interested in any of the ones that I use. Let's see, what would you like Gemini to know about what they are leaving behind as they go into this portal over this next year? Okay, that's the one right there. And you have surrender to silence. And that's in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So that is a great kind of coordinating message with this other one here, because you learned that life is a spiral, but I kind of feel like for this next year, when you reach that next level and come by another space, it's important for you to get quiet, get away from it, and be able to reflect on it as you're going through it, not like after you've gone through it like you've done in the past. So you are ready for this kind of evolution of how you approach looking at situations. Because, usually how we learn, right, is we look back like years later going, oh yeah, that's what happened. Or then a year later, we're like, oh yeah, and then it's months later, and then it's moments later. And then we move into this while we're going through it, we're aware we're going through it. And then that's when we're doing the work and really looking at why I'm feeling that way. Do I really want to react that same way I always do? Or do I want to respond in a new way, create new habits around how I respond? And I feel like that's where you're headed towards as you're going into this. And so you're leaving the noise behind that you normally would have, and you're opening up and ready to sit with things as it happens. You no longer try to push the emotions down or push the thoughts down. You're ready to allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to think, not necessarily act outwardly on it, but as you're going through it, you're allowing yourself to feel instead of pushing it down, right? And so I love that kind of evolutionary feel that you have there. And then we're also going to pull from the Good Tarot here and just see what next steps you're going to take as you go into this next portal over this next year with this new awareness that you have. And one more time. All right. So for our Geminis, what else would you like them to know? What's next steps as they go into this beautiful, beautiful new portal that's opening up for them? Okay. Oop, I didn't want any others. So we will start with these, and we're going to go here first, and you have the Empress. Beautiful. Empress is number 3. She's creative energy. She's new birth. She's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, divine feminine energy, creation. And it's beautiful because she is about the non-restrictiveness. Think of going out in nature. You don't feel all the rules and regulations of the traffic signs and the supposed to's and the shoulds and everyone around you with all their expectations when you get onto nature by yourself, away from a place that has park rules and everything else. And you just feel this peace and this freedom that comes from it. And that's what comes in here. I kind of feel like with this silence, her getting away into nature is an important piece of this journey over the next year for you. So making it a regular practice to, even if it's getting out in your own backyard, as long as you solemnly swear not to look and create a list in your mind of things that you have to do when you're out there. It's about releasing everything. So usually it requires you to get away from your house and get away to a park or somewhere, even someone else's backyard, where you can just sit and enjoy nature and enjoy that peace that comes from it for that reflection as you go through these different places. You also have the Fool, so you are definitely ready for this new adventure, stepping through the new portal, and you are ready to let go of the old ways of looking. So you definitely are ready for this next, stepping up this next spiral staircase over this next year. And it's very exciting for you. I mean, I really feel like this is going to be a really, I'm trying to think of the word that they use in the Chinese zodiac and things. It's like a very fruitful, abundant, special year. I can't think of the word right now, but it is this a very special year for you that is going to feel more abundant, and you're going to feel like almost like you go 2 flights of stairs in a year instead of 1 per year. So it's like you're doing this wonderful evolution, this wonderful step to this new place. And here's the Strength card. So definitely you're using this beautiful connection to bridge in between the human world and the heavenly world. And so you're walking hand in hand with the spirit, and it's a very important place here. I mean, you've got 3 major arcana out of the 4 so far, which those are life-changing types of energies, versus the minor arcana. The 4 suits of the minor arcana are more weekly, monthly type changes. This is like a lifetime change. So you definitely have this new way of looking at things, this new strength coming in. You're definitely stepping into this portal in a very mighty way, because this is the card we talked about, starting off with the Lionsgate portal. So you do step forward in your life with renewed strength that you don't feel like you've had before. And I love that for you. And then you have the 4 of Earth, which would be the 4 of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And I usually look at this card as very stable energies around your a stable worth and how you perceive yourself in this world as a human, in your, I want to say, your self-esteem. The wonderful journey that this 4 Pentacles goes through is they do look outside of themselves in 3 different areas of their life to define themselves. And they find when they do that, they feel unstable, because the things they look at in the outside world are unstable, because they look at relationships, they look at situations and circumstances like job, education, social status. They also look into things like our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts. And when it looks at those to define its worth, it finds that that's retail price, not self-worth. Retail price is how we gauge our worth based on the outside world. And that is unstable, because relationships, people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, or are stolen. So we find ourselves like a parka coat. When we're a parka coat in northern Alaska during the winter, we are high-end pricing, full price, right? But if we're that same coat in southern Texas during the summer, we're on the 99% clearance rack. That's how retail price works in the outside world. Unstable, fluctuating depending on the season, the situation, whatever's going on. But they learn when they turn inward to their higher self, and they base the foundation of their worth on the unconditional love that they receive from the higher realms, then they feel stable. They feel whole and complete because that love is stable. That love is eternal. It's unconditional. No condition to lose it, no condition to gain it. You have 100% of it already just for being you. And so that becomes this foundation, the solid foundation as you go over this next year. We're also going to pull from the Everyday Tarot and to see what else they'd like to clarify around any of this. All right, so what else do you want our Geminis to know? Okay, I do want to those two. They want to that one, and this one. And we will start with this one right here. And you get the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so Five of Pentacles, fives are about change, changing a perception, and this is about your self-worth. This is having felt in the past, feeling abandoned, feeling neglected, feeling left out and left behind on your own, that not feeling like you can depend on humans to bring you your sustenance at all, right? And so this is basically connecting to the higher realms. That stained glass window without the pentacles shows you that where you find your worth and your sustenance and your trust is in your higher self, in the spiritual realm, because the creator of all things has endless resources. It loves us unconditionally, and with this being your foundation, you don't feel like you have to depend on humans, because you really realize that all your sustenance does come from the creator, and that sometimes it comes through humans, but they're just the delivery company. They're the postal service or UPS, FedEx. You order something from Amazon, they're the ones that bring it to you, but they're not the ones who provided it. They're just getting it to you, and you really have this transformation, this change of how you see things and look at things because of that. And I kind of feel like that this step up, these stages that you're going are huge stages in your self-worth and how you're feeling about what you're able to bring to the world and what you deserve as well. Yeah, because here's the Eight of Pentacles, and we talked about the eights in the beginning along with this Strength card. So you really are embracing this eight power, and this is about moving to the next level in what you're doing in your life in the outside world and how you're expressing yourself. This is like you've been a blacksmith's apprentice for a long time, doing the work, learning the skills, putting in the sweat, blood, and tears as you do it. But now, this next year, with everything that you've learned and stepping up to this new level, is stepping up to a new level in the outside world as well, and how you're expressing yourself, how you're expressing your gifts and your talents to the outside world too. So beautiful energies coming in, definitely in tune with the Lion's Gate. They do want to wait on that one and go over to here. Yep, and here you have the Tower card. Don't worry about this. This is all about things that are being removed out of your life in order to make room for the new building. So it's like having a condemned building on your property that you can't even live in, and it's being struck down out of the blue by lightning, which allows you to have the insurance company will tear it down and move it, and then you're able to build something new in your life to replace it that is so much more in alignment with where you want to go and what you want to do. So definitely things happening for you over this next year. Just realize when they do that it's happening for you and not to you. And then you have the Justice card. So she brings in this Ace of Swords here, which allows you to get this balance here. She has the scales. So, Gemini, you're about the twins, so you understand the two sides of things. But the Ace of Swords allows you to connect to the capital T truths, the knowledge of the higher realms that are rooted in unconditional love. And it allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve you. So I really feel like this is a lot about your worth, and that you've been learning, because you have the 4 Pentacles and the 5 Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, and now this Justice card coming in, giving you that connection to your thoughts and beliefs. And she definitely helps you with balancing out the truths of the higher realm, which is about we're talking about retail price and versus self-worth. You're learning your self-worth and the truth of who you are, and then the lies on the outside world of all those people who are talking about this is who you should be and who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do, and you're not doing that, and blah, 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 blah. And you're ready for that to be done. You're ready for this to come in and have this day of reckoning of truths, or this year of reckoning in your truths from August 8th of this year through August 8th of next year, just bringing clarity around your beliefs and who you are and what you're able to do and what you're able to bring to the world. And then your final card is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. So that cup there, that is the Holy Grail, the chalice. She's bringing you this cup full of the unconditional love from above. And not only does the Queen roll over cups, which are emotions, all the queens also have water. So she's double water, which allows her to connect very beautifully to the higher realms, trusting her intuition, trusting her gut, and allowing her to have that foundation. So really that message about having this chalice, this Holy Grail, be the source of your worth allows you to make such beautiful steps and to move forward in very strong ways around these beliefs around yourself. It does allow you to move to a higher level in the outside world because, one, you trust your intuition because it's proving itself to you, and also these messages that you're getting, that your sustenance, your every moment, for this moment, you're going to have everything that you need. You might not have every future moment's money or sustenance right now in this moment, but you don't need to worry about that. It's about being grateful for what you have in this moment, trusting that stuff will come, and trusting your gut as you go through this next journey over this next year. I love this for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign. Also, monthly readings overall for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select all, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video or you share a video, subscribe to the channel, of course, but also comment on videos. Doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and specific answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, all you mighty Geminis, as you go through this fantastic Lionsgate, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.